Hey guys, if you're a plumber, we're going to go over the future of ChatGPT and AI search and how it's going to impact you and why you need to care about it and what you can do about it. So, y'all heard murmurs of ChatGPT and AI. It's only been about 2.5 years, but things are moving down the road pretty rapidly.
Yeah. And for a while, we've been saying that ChatGPT and AI search was just another way of getting the same results. Like if you're ranked Google, whatever, ChatGPT AI search is going to just give you those same results. It's just going to in a slightly different format.
It's starting to break off.
But yeah, that's what we've
yeah.
actually just this past week. Our analyst found some of the
did something.
first.
Yeah.
We saw one of the first diversions.
It did something really cool. So
Yeah.
I'll say this, like, and it is still mostly true. If you're up on Google as an algorithm and you're up on Bing, then you're going to do well with Gemini AI, which is Google's, or ChatGPT, which is Bing's. And they're just kind of ubiquitous. They're just kind of in there. It doesn't matter if you're on ChatGPT or if you're on Gemini. They're in the search algorithm and they're showing results up there too. So you really can't get away from it. It's just in there anyway. And so we, at Plumbing Webmasters DataPins, we do a lot of, we care about any organic rankings. And so we want people up in map rankings. We want people up in organic rankings, reputation review. And we're very interested, obviously, in AI rankings, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini. So all the signals of the brand is still going to affect that, and it's going to grow as a percentage of the market, and it's going to start changing. So we have a piece of software called DataPins, DATAPINS, and it's moving swiftly towards it takes the uniqueness inherent within a plumber's day-to-day life and makes it into a great digital brand signaling and great user experience, which works for Google, Bing, Gemini or ChatGPT, map rankings, and all this. So this is your brand. This is the signal. And then that software is infused with its own AI and concern about whether AI can read it well, which lately we've been very confirmed that it can because ChatGPT decided to pick it up and do the number one thing people have always wanted or plumbers have always wanted. Hey, Nolen, I'm in, McKinney, Texas, but I work Plano, Frisco, sometimes dip into Richardson.
Yeah.
And I want to show up more, then I feel like I'm trapped by my map where I am.
Yeah.
And Google, I work in other areas.
And in the past couple of years, Google has only squeezed that harder. They've made it more difficult to show. The further you go from your office address, the harder it is to show. And they've also made it harder to get additional addresses.
Right.
So
I think it might be like a federal law or a felony or something now. They made some law against cheating them. But anyway, so the point is this. When you do a data pin, you're able to tell Google, Bing, ChatGPT, Gemini, hey, we did a job right here. We worked on this tankless water heater, this yard leak, whatever, this grinder pump right here. Here's some photos, and here's that caption I just wrote. They're taking that through ChatGPT right now and showing that at the top of search and AI search and even on the Bing platform, and then showing a map that is expanded outside of their normal territory.
Yeah.
On a map.
Very exciting.
Yeah, so that is just an indication of what's happening, and that's the one that we're talking about that has all of a sudden had a small deviation from what normal standard search is.
Right.
So whether you like it or not, or whether you want it or not, it's coming and it's changing. One thing that bugs me, and I'll stop and kind of soapbox here for a minute, because it really, someone complaining about, oh, this guy did this to me and this is this, or I'm not doing this, or I'm only paying for this. Well, do whatever you want with your marketing of your company and complain to whoever you want. But if you don't figure out some of this and use a professional service and a professional piece of software like DataPins, Google doesn't know or care about any of your arguments about your business or where you show up or who did what to you at one time. They don't care. We've got tons of reviews and we're validated umpteen times over. We've been in business 15 years. We've had DataPins for 6. And I hear people chatter. My daughter calls it they're giving me a yappuccino, just a whole shot of it all the time. This, that, and the other.
My son calls it their Yapatron.
Yapatron? Is that the
He
new?
called me that the other day when I was
Yapatron.
talking about something. He goes, "Dad, you're a Yapatron."
I don't mind hearing about it. I know that a lot of marketing companies have messed people around, but if somebody's trying to talk about this, but they don't signal well, you don't signal well.
Right.
You flat out don't signal well. If somebody messed you around 2 years ago and you stopped doing SEO, you don't send signals. Holy crap. You don't send signals to Google or Bing or AI on Gemini or ChatGPT. You're ghosted out there.
You cease to exist.
Yeah.
Because signals are not something you send once. You don't send up a single flare and then wait forever to be rescued. At some point, you have to send up another flare. And with brand signaling, you have to do it consistently forever.
The idea is that you are brand signal and you want as many third-party SERPs coming in, like your hand raises over here. Now you're over on this part of town. ChatGPT, shout out. Google, shout out. Bing, how you doing? Yeah, here's some photos. Here's something different we worked on. Could you recognize me, please? Could you like this format of DataPins? I know it's a good user experience. Yeah, we like it. We'll put you up. We're going to, you map out there? No problem. Thank you for the validation of experience, expertise, authority, and trust by using DataPins. Thank you for having a good brand. This is going to make ChatGPT look good. It's going to make Google look good. And they rally behind you and like you instead of being mired in old crud and all this old stuff. That's what's changed a lot, too. Somebody throwing in links out of the country, blogs nobody wants to read. You raise your hand one time. I got a review on Google. Here's another one. Here's some spam with some
couple
blogs.
of months.
Yeah. Why don't I show up well? Because you have almost no signals going through, and things have changed a little bit. So if I had to help you with anything, use DataPins. Think about yourself as a digital brand, which you are. Send signals out regularly. The team works tirelessly on these things. All sorts of points of data hit every time a pin hits, integrated through your brand. Google can read it. ChatGPT loves it. And you show up and you get calls and recognized regularly. Guys, call us when you're ready. It's been many years. We're OGs of it, and we're in our prime, and we'd like to help you out too. When you're ready and have your plumbing company get signals properly, call us, message us. We'd like to hear from you. See ya.
See ya.